Hello beautiful people, Carl here from Games, Brains and Headbanging Life, gbhblofficial for short, and it's album review time. As the alternative metal band Mallavora, they will release their highly anticipated debut album What If Better Never Comes, out March 27th, 2026 via Church Road Records. Phenomenal. That's how I want to start this review off. Mallavora have delivered on all the promises that the last couple of years and their explosive live performances have given. Writing, recording and releasing an album that perfectly encapsulates who they are, where they've been and where they are going. It's a record of strength, but also a record of vulnerability, defiant and destructive, but also emotionally fraught and fragile. Something that few bands can balance the way Mallavora do so effortlessly. I'm genuinely in awe of what they've crafted here, where every aspect of their songwriting has clearly advanced and they sound more like a complete band than ever, if that makes any sense. It seems to me almost assured that they are about to become one of the biggest bands in the alternative metal scene, and it's all thanks to an album filled with staggering songs. Just look how far this band has come since Favourite Mistake in 2020. Smile, not just what you're guaranteed to be doing as you listen to the album, but the name of the first track, following a noisy and dark prologue. Heavier, more intense, more vitriolic than ever. The manic energy of this one is something else, but it's also filled with recognisable Mallavora catchiness, and that is what gets stuck in the head for hours afterwards. From that staggering effort to another, it's waste, and this track pushes their alternative ways in the heavier and groovier territories, albeit with a penchant for expansion, and unsurprisingly, as the track goes on, it develops in exciting ways, least of all a breakdown that is liable to give you heart palpitations. Then there is Lilith and Esther, a track that features the immense talents of Banshee and sees Mallavora delivering a potent and dramatic effort that takes the more ethereal melody aspects of the guest and twists it around their intense modern alternative metal sound. Music with bite, yet track after track also that has familiar heart and soul, the familiar heart and soul of Mallavora, the feeling that makes their music so much more impactful. It's all there. It might not get more heartfelt than Hopeless, in fact, a stunning showcase of haunting melody, sensitive drama and temperamental rock. This one will touch the soul, and all because it is so open, honest and relatable. One of the best tracks I've heard this year.
Maybe it's hopeless, it's hopeless, it's hopeless. Maybe it's hopeless, it's hopeless, it's hopeless.
How do you follow that? If you're Mallavora, you cleverly offer up a chance to take a breath and let moodiness wash over with the brief break. Before going bloody heavy with Birth of a Son, the relationship between harsh and clean vocals is at its strongest here, and when coupled with some thick riffs, the whole track becomes very immersive. The heavy anthem of the album is next though, and it is a live banger. A track written to cause carnage in the pit. Sick is awesome. Not only is it fast and furious, but it's got a vicious chorus and some really potent lyrics. And I kind of know I'm sounding like a broken record here, but I freaking love tracks like this. Rarely do I feel so compelled to just keep talking about an album and each track in detail, but that's how good What If Better Never Comes actually is. It's a record that just keeps giving me musical thrill after musical thrill, and I simply want to gush about it to everyone who will listen. Thank you for joining me, especially as there is no loss of impact as the album reaches its latter stages. Not when Mallavora have alternative anthems like Walking the Edge of the Knife, well, once again, the lyrical sharpness and open honesty makes for a sobering listen. A big chorus, a haunting melodic drop, and thumping drums throughout help make it special again. Yes, again. Truthfully, if you're here to hear me say anything bad about this album, you're kind of listening to the wrong review. I'm in love with this record, and I found myself just as addicted to darkly melancholic listens like Empty, where lines like What a Mess We've Made really hit hard, as I am the tracks at the start of the album like Smile, Waste and Hopeless. For me, it's beginning to end brilliance. Their songwriting abilities have reached a whole new level, and ultimate proof of that is the consistency in the album, where heightened drama and storytelling come into play on the soaring Make the World Wait. Close your eyes, take this one in. It is such a rewarding experience, as is Host, and all because of the passion behind the vocals. I particularly love the explosive flashes of guttural nastiness that comes from the odd roar here and there. In most circumstances, the idea of having a 9+ minute finale would be awfully off-putting, especially considering how extensive the album has been up to this point. But Mallavora do not exist in most circumstances, and what we have is a finale that can simply be defined as epic. However, epic in their way, meaning it's a track with layers, and those layers draw from a wide wealth of genres. It's quite brave to end an album in this fashion, but it is the title track of an album that has showed what bravery and vulnerability can achieve in the face of such a restrictive world. Putting it simply, Mallavora should be so damn proud of what they've created here. I'm a fan, and I am for them, and I think you will be too. It is What If Better Never Comes. It is spectacular. It is out on March 27, 2026 via Church Road Records. I urge you to check it out and let me know what you think in the comments. Thank you very much for watching. We really do appreciate it. If you like what you've seen, consider hitting that like and subscribe button. It does make a difference. Of course, you can find us at gbhbl.com and across almost all social media platforms, so do check us out there. If you really want to support us though, consider buying us a coffee over on our coffee page. Thank you very much.